This is it. We're doing it. A little soda pop. Yeah, man. Alright. Come on, comfort. There we go. Alright, that's a comfort. I'm gonna drop that in there. Gonna drop off all the random stuff I've collected while being out and about. Hey, how's it going, CG? You got the notice right away, huh? Drop this stuff there. Nope, don't need that extra. Drop this stuff there, drop this stuff. Oop. There, put these there. Almost everything's put away. Seats and treasure. Okay. I. Oh, you know what? I imagine I planted a whole section of foraged stuff. I hear something beating on something. Oh, there's a goblin. Boom, got him. I guess that's probably what I heard, huh? Alright. So I did a whole foraged goods section over here so that I'd have the ability to replenish my stuff. Figure I've got the mod for it. I might as well do the thing. Crap. Oh, yeah, I accidentally crafted an extra. Oh, it'll head ready, but ready in 25 says it's ready. Why are these ones not growing then if they say they're ready? Did I put too much? Well, no, I don't think that would affect growth, right? Oddberries will be ready soon. I doubt these bushes are causing problem, right? Find out. Can change the status of that one. Okay, so not all this stuff is ready, so I can come back in a little bit when it is. Yeah, there's been times where I went to like upgrade stuff and then accidentally crafted something that I didn't even want. So that's always fun. Hey, thanks, chicken. I'm about to head back over and try and plan out my city that I'm working on. Oops. That away too. I want to start building the next row of buildings behind this main road. So I'm working on bringing this street up. I want to do pavers as part of like this alleyway. But I'm not sure how I want to separate the alley from the street. And I was thinking about doing some wall pieces as a separator, but I am unsure so far on exactly what I do. I don't know if there's a way to know how much stone you've used. I don't know. Some games have random statistics in them. There might be a mod for statistics, but there is anything in particular, I don't know it. I think we'll go this wide for the road here. And I think what we'll do, yeah, I think if we do it like that, that makes sense. And I think I'm gonna actually go a smidge wider. The other thing, we'll go like that, and then go like this. There we go. I was thinking, I go like this and make the road go this way and wrap around. I guess, yeah, I should probably just attach it to this to make it make sense. Some of what I'm doing probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it'll make more sense once, you know, the thing is finished. These giant boulders are gonna have to go. Well, I guess this is free stone. It'd be nice if there was a way to know. I mean, just for the sake of knowing, but I mean, it's not really necessary, but it'd be kind of cool to know how much stone it took to build something. I have no idea how you would do that, if there's a mod for it. I don't think that there's anything in game that would let you know. I have to take out these boulders entirely. I definitely want to get the street built first so that I don't accidentally start making a building too close. And I think I'm gonna go as wide as this road is down here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks wide plus a little extra. Yeah, 4 blocks wide seems like a good width. I think that's what we'll do, is we'll go 4 blocks wide here, and we'll go that way with it too to be 4 blocks wide. There we go. Alright, so we'll have to raise that up a little bit. Oh. And proceed with some kind of password. Copy paste your world seed. Well, your world seed doesn't say anything about what you've done to it. That's just the generated world seed. Oh, actually, I need to take the road on the other side of this tree if I want to keep this tree. And let me lower this down. What? What are you talking about? I need more information. You can't just keep saying the same word over again. I don't know what game she's talking about. Oh, I think we'll go downhill here, a smidge, for a building here, probably. This. Put one here. I like that. Oh. I want to get this, so I'm gonna do this city area with the road that's on the ocean and then another round of buildings behind it. But I want those to be slightly elevated by comparison to the row before it, so that when you're looking at it from the ocean, you can kind of see everything going up the hill as it goes. So what I want to do is get the sort of back area sorted and figured out so that I can start plotting out what buildings are going to go where back here. So that's what this is going to be, is me kind of just planning out that road. Plop that there. So this tree's going to have to go. This one go. I think what we'll do is go downhill a little here. We actually raised it. There you go. Oh no, you died. Oh, you poor little thing. I'm just kidding. Alright, so this is going to be 4 wide like this. We will do a building here of some kind. Oh, missed. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna put stairs on top of it. 1, 2, 4. Let's raise this up a little bit if we can. It's called Gizmo by Comfy, or it might be listed as Comfy Gizmo, but it's Gizmo. It lets you get the extra rotational axes.
Do you remember the game night?
Okay, calm down. The game Peak, we only own 1 copy in Owen's account. As a family game, you can access it, but only one person can get on it at a time. So no, a bunch of you cannot play Peak. Well, no, all you just kept doing was saying peak, peak, peak. So, like, it wasn't actually a question. Just see if Roblox has a peak type game. Alright. Go like this, like this, like this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I do not know what that says. I do not speak Russian. I am very sorry. Go. There we go. Road's coming together now. Alright. So, this wide, all the way around. So one thing I was thinking, or like how to manage hiding the backsides of these other ones. I don't want it to be super tall, but what I was thinking is that I would do a stone wall. Something like this. And then I would leave a gap if I want to be able to pass through that area. So I think we're going to go with stone stairs like this. We'll do like this. We'll stare down. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Then stare up. See? Go like that. Stairs up to there. Passageway. Now, I think what I would do is probably like this. Just make it that tall. But actually, let's start with half blocks. If I do it all in half blocks, it'll allow me to have the blocks, have the pieces go across it in the midsection, the like side beam, cross beams. Can't see because of this tree. There we go. And okay. Okay, actually, maybe we don't want it to be all the way to the edge here, but maybe have it start here. Oh, that's not right. That's not it. I want to make sure it's the same rotation. There we go. And then we'll do a cross beam. I think we'll actually make this one wider. Oh, don't break it. I didn't ask you to break it. There we go. Want the stairs to be wide enough to actually, you know, use them. There we go. Alright, this one, we're gonna use the leveler, take it down a notch. Get rid of that one. Pathing tool. There we go, and then let's do brass here. Let's plop a bush here, and a little bush here. Another little bush, and another big bush. And I think we'll do another tree here. I think we'll do another tree here too. Let's do a little bush here. Bush. Big bush. There we go. A bush. Little bush. Big bush here. Yeah, that looks nice. We'll go this way, and we will do little bush, and also little tree. Bush. Oh yeah, this is coming together. Alright. Put another campfire here on the border. Eat. How can you rotate the buildings left and right? The buildings, not buildings, it's just the blocks that you're building with. That's the comfy mod that I have. Hold on. So, I've got my mod settings here. It's called Comfy Gizmo. And by default, if you hold left shift or left alt, those are the rotational things. And I set my reset button because, like, if I'm building a wall piece and I rotate it like this, right? Now all of a sudden, everything I go to is going to be stuck that way. So if I hit Z, it resets its rotation. Oh, I caught myself on fire. Okay, get rid of those carrot seeds. So this giant boulder is going to have to go too. This tree will have to go. I need to make it daytime and also get my rested on. There we go. Let's drop everything here that I don't need to have on my person. Oh. Oh, not near a fire, technically. This one near enough to the fire? Ooh. You know what? We will just put a temporary bed here. Really? Enemies nearby? Here we go. Oh. Oh, come on. Ugh. I wish I could release a bunch of air. So to rotate the block, when you have it out, you can see, let me use something smaller so you can see. So you see how there's different colors? Green is the default regular scroll the mouse wheel. Red is hold shift and it'll rotate on that red hula hoop. And then blue is hold left alt. Just left shift and left alt for the different colors so you know which direction to rotate the thing based on. That work out for you? You know what I think? I think I should build catapult here, or a battering ram, and just have it. Let's see if I can make easy work. See if I can make easy work of these boulders using the battering ram. Oh. This is a great way to get rid of boulders. Ooh, there's a copper ore node over here too. That's great. That worked out really well, honestly. This is great. This is great. The only thing is it's not going to hit downward. That's going to come down to the angle. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of this boulder too. That's such quick work. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's so cool. Dead troll. There we go. One more little nub here. That's great. I'm gonna leave that boulder for now. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is a good walkway coming together. All right, 4 blocks wide. Gosh, it got rid of that boulder so quick. Ugh. I have to get rid of some of them trees, if not all of them, honestly. I think. Trying to think. Especially just get turnip seeds from the swamp because I want to upgrade my cooking station and stuff. Nothing special, honestly. You run around the swamp and look for the little yellow flowers. So in the Black Forest, the little white flowers are carrots. The turnip seeds look almost identical in like shape, but that they're a yellow coloration. So it should be pretty easy to do with that. It's just a matter of, you know, run around until you find it. Let's do some crafting station here. And let's plop a big chest up here for storage. Yes, sweetie. Why? Okay, what can you just help her join? If it's a new game? Yeah, the real repo is kind of hard, so maybe just do a Roblox repo. All right. Ba, 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 Can't see. Oh, is that the opening? That's the opening. Okay, there we go. Those. Alright, so this is what I was thinking. I've got this. Alright, so this is the separator so that you're not looking while you're walking the road. You're not looking at all the backs of the businesses, but you still have access. I think that'll look good. And then I didn't want to have it block the view from the ocean of these businesses up here, so I was going for a kind of little bit of space from the edge. Let's do another one here. And double tall. There we go. Do this one here. That makes sense doing it like that. I think that looks good. overall, I think it'll look good. I think these businesses are going to end up slightly higher because I'm going to have to do an extra set of stairs for them. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so should I have some kind of like a town hall? Just Google some stuff and see what uh, what kind of let me think. I don't know. I don't know if there should be some form of a town hall or something. I think we want to put. Oops, do this. Do one here. There we go. I think what we'll have to do is probably 2 sets of stairs upward. And then a stone landing. Or should I do the stairs on the outside of this? Because I could do it like that. Let me look a little bit of a comparison to how I did things down here. Let's see. I did 2 stone walls tall, so let's do this, and then do I have the rare rock from the Black Forest? No, I have not found one of those. If I want this to go up like this, I actually kind of want to have it go up one more step. But what if I actually did this, and then this, this, this? What if I had it stair up like this? Okay. This might be too tall, but we'll see. Let's try it first and see how it goes. You know what? Instead of turning it like this, I'm gonna keep it straight. So that I can have nice flush edges for the build itself. we go. Alright. And then the flooring would have to start here. So this would take away her opportunity of windows for this, for the shop owners displaying things here. Unless I... What if I made ground to ceiling windows? Eh. If I did this... Oh, this one. So if I did it like that, then I could put these here. And then I can put this here. Oh, that's right. There we go. And then this, and this like this, and this like this. There we go. Nice big window. Yeah, I think this will make sense as the front of the shop goes. I don't like where that one lines up. Let's do this. Make it go wide. Where it doesn't cut off the walkway. Let me double check that that's not tilted. Yep, goes in that way. Alright, door. I need to get more food, re-up my rested buff, and also do a sleep. Do all of that. Crap. Let me get rid of these guys first. Got him. All right. You know what I think I might do? I might do a big military bit. Okay, I gotta put that on my list. A big military building that's like a big U-shape, large structure that's barracks on the interior with like regular workers and officers separated, a dining hall space in it, and training in the courtyard. But that's going to be rather large, so it might have to go back a ways. Yeah, I think that'll work though. Oh, so many ideas keep happening. All right, let me be up my foods. I just heard an undead. Let me plop all these away. I know I heard an undead. I just have no idea where I heard it, because sound isn't really directional in this game. Hey, falling. Dead, falling. Oh, I didn't put the stone extras all the way around this like I was supposed to. Oh, wow, look at you. Let me collect all the sap while I'm here. Oh, I should check the forage goods. Grab whatever's popped up. There we go. And we'll do raspberries. Hello, raspberries. And blueberries. You know, it's one of those things, like, it feels a little cheaty to not have to go on forage runs, but also at the same time, it's not like foraging is hard. It just takes extra time, and it's not the same as, like, going and getting stuff in Ashlands, where it requires combat to do. There's no real combat to be heard of or seen in the meadows where all of this collection would take place. So, very much different aspects. Go replenish. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! What is all this? What happened? Holy shit. Crazy. Alright. Put you there. Repair. I guess maybe I should line it with black marble so that it's more durable, because I'm pretty sure black marble has a lot more durability to it. Let me put one here. Come on, ask. Oh, dude, come on, move. Seriously? I've got more eggs. I can just kill you. You know what? Asshole. Right. I don't know what all these locks is, but I've been using locks, rugs as my most common of rug. Alright. There we go. I think I only saved like 3 ask eggs though, so I might want to get more. Yeah, let me plop one in there, and then, do they eat vine berries? Um, they do. They do eat vine berries. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. I'm gonna go dump all this stuff. Da 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 da. Alright. Put the meats away. The ask meats to go there. And then the other stuff goes here. Resin here. Hides here. Trophies here. Other hides here. And body parts here. And then other trophy here. And then the sapling goes here. Alright, and then, let's see, nothing can go in there, nothing can go in there. I've got a lot of excess metal. That's so crazy. I've never had this much metal just lying around. Alright, everything's put away. I need to put that other idea on the board, before I forget about it. Okay, church, and then military tape. All right. What if we did section 4 completed? All right, tavern, bakery, fish, jewelry. Those are completed. Let me copy that and put it on top so I can actually read it. All right, those are done. So we'll delete those. Butcher, tailor, armor, jewelry, restaurant, apothecary, hide, military, training, U-shape. Prison, hangman's area, lumber yard, graveyard, church plus grave plus tomb. Nice. Okay. So next, right up here. So I think that this will be the sewing shop. My wife keeps sending me things. Hold on. Mhm. Gotta get rid of this boulder. Alright, let's go shovel. Ooh, you know what? We can make it split level on the interior on the ground floor also. My wife sent me a video short about some guy, you know, dressing fancy, going out with his family and friends, whatever, and him looking at the menu like, eek, you know, I wasn't meant for fancy after all, that kind of thing. And I'm with him right there. I do not think that food should cost as much as some of the places try and make it. I think we'll do one here because this other building is going to be slightly lower. So I think we'll do another window here. Actually, we might do it. We do a dual window or one large window. Let's do one large window. Oh, I definitely want basement access. So we want to get under here. Okay, so if I go this way. Oh. We're gonna peek. There we go. That way. Oh. This is working. One second. Okay, I'm back. I had to help my kid with his desk. Alright, we're gonna keep going back a ways. Alright, I'm gonna leave that dugout like that for now. Let's do stone underneath there. And underneath there. And we'll do one piece of stone here. Alright, let's do this one. And let's do this. We'll line the top like that. Let's put these ones running down it. Let's do this. Whoa, 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 didn't mean to fall down. Food. I want to have it cover the rock on the top. There we go. Alright, let's knock some of this out. Okay, so we need this to be a little bit wider. Let's go with this wide. There we go. That is a little bit wider. Let's put it on the outside edge so that I don't eat into my floor space here either. Close the door, girls. Every time. Oh, why do those seem off height from one another? Is that... Oh, that one is. There we go. Put this one back. Okay, so this is gonna be like the tailor, the seamstress, the person who works with cloth, but only cloth. So I think I might actually need a bunch more leather scraps. So what I'll actually need to do is yeah, I think I'll need leather scraps for some of what I want to do. So what I'll need to do is boost up the why am I brain farting? Oh, the pigs. I need to get the pigs breeding back at the other building that I have still. But I'm not sure that that'll end up working the way that I need it to. We'll find out. We're gonna do a full block on the outside edge, and then we'll do the roof across that. Then we'll do a half a block on the inside edge. Oops. gonna try it this way. Aw. Die, the fallings die. Die, fallings die. There we go. Deathsquito dead. Alright, I better go to sleep so that I don't get 1,000 fallings spawning on me all the time. Hey, how's it going, Bando? Is Bando fine for short? And is Bandalorian based on Mandalorian? Oh, well, right now I'm working on what I'm calling District 2 because I don't know what else to call it. Here, I'll do a little flyby so you can see. So, oceanfront area over here. I made a sort of like an ocean boardwalk over here from my coastal area. And then when you come around to the second district, right now I've got a couple shops, and then I've got what I think is going to be like outdoor picnic. I don't know if I want the wisp statues there in the centerpiece or if I'm going to do something else. I might try and make a statue. I did a dragon statue over here that sometimes looks like a flaming chicken. Oh, better let the map load. Oh, I think the map isn't going to load because I'm not over there. I'm technically on the other side of the map. So I did like this, what kind of looks like a bit of a flaming chicken. But this is all my first district area that I enclosed with the walls, and yeah, I see the stuff not loading because I was in the free camera mode and it didn't take me with it. So I was thinking I might try and do, remember Lord of the Rings when they're on the little boat in the end of the first movie? They're on the little boat and they're leaving everyone behind, and there's those giant stone statues of people on either side. I was thinking I might try and do a large human statue in the center over there at the, oh, that was the zombie I was looking for. I heard him earlier. It's from when I got raided yesterday. Yeah, so I was thinking I might try and do over in that other patio area. I might try and do something like that with a big statue. This is the garrison outpost type deal that I put. That's like, you know, Overwatch for the city. Gave it a little bit of training, a little bit of hominess, small barracks space, and then extra space there, and then, you know, the entrance and planning area where there's just, you know, some of the weaponry and whatnot. Somebody left a snack behind. And then I put the what do you call them, the big harpoon gun guys that I can't think of the name, ballistas. I put some ballistas here. I was gonna put more here, but I was out of material at the time, and then I just haven't gone back to it. So the only thing that I have that lets me modify what the base game does, I don't have any new materials. It's all base Valheim materials. I have 2 mods that let me get away with breaking a few rules in Valheim. One is comfy. that is the thing that, if you see the rotational icon there, I've got 3 axes to work with instead of just horizontal spins. I can choose to rotate things on X, Y, and Z. So I can get a few extra build shapes that way. I've got one that lets me ignore certain build limitations and rules. Like porches, even though I could rotate them how I wanted, porches, it was not okay with those being placed upside down until I got one of the mods that lets me change the rules. Where is it? I don't remember which one it is. There, build restriction tweaks. It lets me change the rules so I can pick and choose what things to ignore. And right now I just have it set to ignore quote unquote invalid placements. So if it's just got a generic rule that makes it invalid. So that let me place the torches upside down. And then I've got this other one called weapon crate. And it is virtually the same thing as serving tray, except it's for weaponry. So instead of having to use item frames for everything, I can choose to do weaponry and tools and stuff without having to use item frames. And really, it's just the cosmetic of you don't see the item frame now, because some stuff just looks stupid on an item frame. But it only works for weapons and armors. So it's like, it's not everything I wished it was, but it is adding a lot of opportunity to do unique things. And then I do have the item frame everything that lets you put any item you want in an item frame. So there's the fish shop, and then this is the jewelry and rare items shop. So some of these items don't normally go in item frames or are disallowed from it. So with the modified item frame everything, or whatever it's called, I'd have to look. Item stand all items. It lets me put things in item stands that wouldn't have normally been previously allowed. So nothing, I'm not going for anything too crazy. I wanted to keep it as relatively vanilla as possible. Oh, I guess this is technically another build one. This, I just used the serving tray for most of this. This is just the bakery, so it's only baked type materials in here. I need to bring flour to put some flour bags back there. All of the shops, I gave them a second floor that's purely for the like the proprietor of the shop to live in. And then I'm doing not actual basement access, but it's allowing me passage to my oceanfront access. So that if I wanted to go under the town, I'd be able to. And then this also eventually, sorry for the camera being all like that, because it's such a confined space. This leads back to my actual base. So my actual base, I wanted to keep, even though I've got 2 buddies on the server. One of them is kind of like not playing anymore. The other one only plays here and there sporadically, but we're all like friends within the world. So having a hidden base is irrelevant, but it's cool. So I made this to be my hidden basement that has all of my actual necessary stuff. I dressed it up a little bit, but I didn't, go as extreme with the cosmetics as the exterior. So I made it to where vines cover a lot of access points into my base. So I've got a lot of access points that way. And then I put access points in some of the buildings. This is the like open air market area that I built. So it acts as a, courtyard for eating, but also browsing the different shops. So there's a soup stand, and this is just like the raw materials. Serving tray lets me do most of these, but the gizmo mod lets me rotate it more. This is the baked goods, and again, it's the comfy mod lets me rotate more so I can make it look like somebody, you know, laid stacks of bread there. That's one of the treasure chests from the quest items. So the Hildir, when you go kill Brenna and get one of the quest chests, I put that in an item frame. Just put a bunch of, you know, precious materials there. Yeah, I keep having ideas for more to do. This is the hide merchant. So there's hides of every kind here. And then he's got some rolled up across the top here. Some stuff on display. Put one here. And then another. This is the fishing stand. So got a little blade out. Fishing rod. I put the harpoon on its side so that it's got a nifty vibe to it. And I feel like the barrels add a really good touch as like a lived in space. So I put those around. I just did this the other day. This is all foraged materials. So glow mushrooms. This is plant everything. Lets you mod planting things to where you can reharvest them. So like fiddlehead plants or mushrooms. It lets you plant them. It takes 5, but it lets you like create a seedling that turns into a bush. So raspberry bushes, blueberry bushes, fiddleheads, cloudberries. So I've got basically, I agree. I feel like that is something that the base game could have gotten to. And it's one of those, like, I don't feel like it breaks the game enough to be like, you know, bad. Like I didn't want to go into creative mode. I didn't want to do anything that like super took advantage. I just got this one that I tried to keep it only things that are saving me time from doing what I enjoy. And what I enjoy is building, but I want to still earn all of the things. So I just got craft from containers that lets me set the range for the containers, and I chose 300. I think it's actually maxed out at like 100 meters or something because of the load distance in the default part of the game. So I don't even think it goes to 300, but I maxed it out so that essentially I could be over here building and still have access to all my material. I realized when someone suggested this to me, I realized what I was doing is I'd go fill my inventory with stone, and the time it took me to go there through my underground here, get a full inventory of stone, walk back in, you know, heavy mode, nice and slow, you're nice and slow, and then eventually get here, put everything in a chest, and then grab 3 stacks, go build, come grab stacks of wood, go build. The time I was spending was probably eating up hours for every, maybe, say I sat down for like 6 hours to build. I'd probably spend 1 to 2 hours of that just moving materials. So, yeah, I was very much in favor of swapping to using that craft from containers mod. Very much a big time saver for me. Let's see, I meant to do these. Flour there. One of the other ones, I guess there's I didn't look at it yet because I'm on a server, so I've got a couple friends that I'm playing with, and I don't want to add too many mods without talking to him first, just so that he's aware of what's happening. There's some other one called Clutter, I think it was called, that's supposed to add like a smaller item stand that costs less resources. I'm using item stands like crazy in this build out here. So it'd be nice if it didn't cost 4 fine wood or whatever it is. but it's also not a huge deal. I can always, you know, go hit another plains and rip everything apart again. I don't need the stone on my person. So I'm building in this black forest, and I had these giant boulders, you know, the big boulders that like make you think it's going to be copper, but it's not. So I had some of those in my way up here, and I don't know how if you've been to Ashlands or not yet, but there's a battering ram that you get eventually, and I took the battering ram, and it made such quick work of these giant boulders. It was insane. It just melted them compared to, you know, swinging a pickaxe for 15 minutes to clear one giant boulder. That's something I was just thinking about the other day. I wish that they had added flaw metal tools, because it would be really nice to have the slightly stronger tools available rather than being stuck with, you know, the specific ones that we have right now. Ooh, that ended up cutting into the ground more than I wanted it to. When I dug the trail underneath, I'm realizing that it altered the dirt here, so I think I'm just gonna hide it like this, because I want to continue having, not that it's absolutely necessary, but I like having the underneath access points. And when I started digging, I didn't realize I'm digging at an angle, and so it pulled the dirt from the side of that walkway where I had it. Yeah, the trolls are definitely nice. This is, I guess, one of the other non-base Valheim things. I have a terrain mod that lets me use like the path square with and the paved road, all of those. It lets me use those without altering the terrain, so it'll just plop it directly on there. I know I had not thought of a zoo, but that is an interesting idea. So that pathing one, it lets me not alter the shape of the terrain while still being able to apply, you know, a path in the grass or whatever. It also lets me have control over the height that I'm raising a single block. So it lets me scroll wheel to, you know, add more or less dirt depending on what I choose. So that is another little mod. Let me plop one of these over here somewhere because I'm gonna need it. Yeah, so I've got a lot of buildings. This is gonna be the seamstress that I was just starting. So my thought here was that I'm gonna get her going. I'm gonna put her crafting type materials up here, so her what's it called, the thing that does the actual making the threads, spinning wheel. So I'm going to put a spinning wheel up here that would be, you know, what she's working on, and I'll put a chair and make it look like she's got a spinning wheel up here, and I'll probably put maybe like a table behind and some rolls of fabric or something. And then down here, I was going to do maybe some shelves with different... maybe what I'll do is I'll put some stands in the middle so that I can put some cloth on stands. And then I wanted to do colorful linen cloths that will show the cloaks from the window. So I was going to do something like this as like a display with purpose. And then when I craft some colorful linen cloaks, I'll drape them on there. And then I'll put some... Hey, how's it going, Decca? Yeah, I'm working on a lot of window shopping stuff. I'm trying to plan out the tailor's shop for how I want to do things. I think what I might end up doing is just building a tabletop here. I think we'll use this and build a tabletop here. Yeah, I think I'll end up building a tabletop right here and just put some folded. So the weapon wrap mod that I have, if you put armor down, it is in its folded up format like this. This mod does not know like the difference between what an armor is supposed to look like on a person or on a stand versus folded. So this when you do armors, it just goes in folded format. Except for helmets. Helmets are only 3-dimensional for some reason. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a table here and put some folded materials on it, and then maybe another shelf here and put some of the folded colorful linen cloaks on there. And then up here we'll do what would be like the seamstress house, or her living quarters upstairs. Actually, Bando, I didn't even show you. I did a like a blacksmith in the first district, kind of just an all-in-one blacksmith. But in the second district, I'm gonna try and expand out and use like each shop as its own individual thing. So this is the dining hall for this first district. I decked it out with everything I could think of. There's some pottery in here, some flags, various trophies, some weaponry on the wall. I let the vines grow up onto the exterior so that it would look like the vines kind of did their thing. And now I've got a few mods that I can actually place them across the roof if I wanted to make it look like they stretched up there. But these ones I actually grew manually by raising the dirt up to here and let them grow up and then cut them down. But now with that that plant everything mod, I could place them in such an easier time that way. This is the blacksmith shop. So this is that weapon mod letting me place stuff. I used ash wood, but I spun the ash wood around so that the design didn't cut into the view of the weaponry. And then I put a bunch of old armors on a stand, on a bunch of different stands. Then cloaks, I was able to make it look like a coat rack by sticking the item stands inside the wall as much as possible and then building that like shelving there. And then some of like the blacksmith materials. So there's bars here. There's a sword that's laying in the fire as if it's getting hot. I put a cog here because I thought that was fitting for the build. Some tools and whatnot. And then most of these shops have basement access tucked in somewhere. And then this is the kitchen that feeds the dining room. And then all of the stuff you would expect in a kitchen. So, big oven with a bunch of stuff on racks. Tried to make it feel as real as I could imagine, you know? Trying to keep some realism alive. So a door from the exterior and then a door to the interior. And then this would be the entryway. So if you came in from the harbor, you'd come into this. And, you know, unbeknownst to any visitors, there's a basement in here. So you'd come up this way and, you know, go in and do what you're doing. And then this connects to the ocean walk that goes in both directions. I did a lighthouse. I didn't really do too much to the interior. I was thinking about adding a little bit more. I've got some stacks of wood down here. I wanted to keep the metal poles in because I thought it made sense to let it like highlight how much the building is putting in effort-wise, keeping itself up. And so then I put a small living space that would be for, you know, the lighthouse keeper, some more wood nearby. And then lighthouse is just a big bonfire. All of this ivy, I did not let it grow on its own. I did this manually with the mod. And then I backlit all of the banners there with the wisp torches because I thought it was nifty. I put spikes down below as if it's a way. Oh, I accidentally caught a pufferfish in the spike. That's hilarious. That is so funny. I never would have expected that. Yeah, that is a score. And then, yeah, the mage tower was actually the first, like, non-necessity building in terms of, like, just purely cosmetic structures. Come on. Come on. Not letting me grab it. Does it think that it's in the water? It must not think that it's technically out of land because I couldn't, or maybe I just couldn't reach it. Oh well. The mage tower here was the first cosmetic thing that I built, like when all of this was just my basement covered with a stone roof and all of this was exposed because like literally it was just this stone slab covering stuff. So I did the mage tower first and I did item frames for what was necessary, and then I basically wanted like every material that you could use potentially to craft a potion in the game. And then I put a bunch of potions on the shelf with other monster materials. And then I made a crafting section for, you know, where the mage would do its work. But then I thought it would be nifty if, you know, mages are usually drawn in by the enticing power. So I gave the mage his own quarters in the top floor, where he's got, you know, all of what he needs, but a stack of bones, and, you know, he's got a wraith trophy above his bed because he's possibly into some other shit and being enticed by power to lean towards the dark side. He's also got black banners up in here, even though green is the color for the kingdom as a whole. All the green banners everywhere. So yeah, I was going for a vibe of like he's doing shit up here that he probably ought not to. Yeah, exactly. To do his dark biddings. Yeah, and then there's just the regular farm over there. I think that was everything. These two towers are just chicken coops, which are nothing special to look at, but they are chicken farms. I don't know if you've ever made them, but I can bring a stack of Bailey and throw it down here, and in an hour I'll have about 70 eggs down in my basement. And then alternatively, if I threw a stack of Bailey here, in about an hour I would have a stack of eggs that would be they would be waiting to hatch. There's a 2-star hare in my base. So the second tower of chickens is this one. You see them up there. If I feed them, they drop eggs. The eggs go rolling against that wall and drop down into this section where it's you know, fully covered right here. They'll sit here and they'll be warm and then they'll hatch. And then eventually once they hatch, they turn into chicks. For some reason, Valheim decided that chicks are going to be bigger than hens. So the chicks cannot fit through this 1 meter square, but hens can. So the chicks grow into chicks and then eventually turn into hens. When they turn into hens, they eventually fall down here, and eventually they wander into the pufferfish and die. And then that is a completely automated chicken meat and feather farm. I just have to feed the chickens and then go collect after an hour or two. Yeah, so, and then I've got a wall surrounding everything. The wall eventually butts into the oceanfront boardwalk. Yeah, nothing too crazy with the wall. I've got some stuff theorized for how I want to handle these like outpost sections, but I didn't do anything about them yet. Just eventually, but I was really excited to go get on the start working on that other district. And then I made this covered vine walkway, and then these stairs took some planning to get them right and to get them to do a perfect 180. It actually took a bit of planning to get it right, and then there's metal poles supporting these to make it so that they can actually do what they're doing. Those were quite a bit of effort. Even though it doesn't look like it should take too much effort, it actually took quite a bit. Yeah, so that's all the first district. This is all just the one district, and then I'm working on the second district, which is all this stuff down here. Right now I've got a tavern, a bakery, the fish shop which is fish merchant plus the baits, and then the jewelry or fine materials. These are all the things I have theorized. Military training building. I'm thinking one of those like large U-shaped kind of buildings, so it's got like a courtyard in the center. If you watched Game of Thrones, think the Night's Watch type deal, where it's buildings around the exterior leads to doors with the interior open courtyard. Something of that effect. So it's going to end up being rather large once I figure out what I'm going to do with it. It'll be training courtyard area in the middle, and then each of the stone sections will be like a wing. I'll make like the back center one common space that'll be like maybe an area for food and lounging, whatever. And then maybe like the guy in charge will have quarters above on a top floor type deal. And then one wing will be like officers' individual rooms. And then one wing will be like a larger barracks building where they'll have like bunk beds. Do something like that. That'll be bigger. I'm not going in order here. These are just jotting down ideas so I don't forget. A butcher is going to have just a bunch of raw meats all hanging about. The tailor I'm working on right now will have cloaks and cloth-based items, which will be like... here, let me plop up crafting bench here. So it'll just be the super basic rags, probably, is all that's going to be. It's just rag material in there, and then linen capes of all different colors. So the raids are based on your keys. Your keys are like a hidden value based on what you've killed. I don't think I'm technically eligible for troll raids anymore. The only raids that I've been hit by... So we haven't killed the Ashlands boss. We killed the Mistlands. We killed the Queen. We did not do the Ashlands boss. Without having done the Ashlands boss... Trousers of Emblem. Oh, those are my wizard pants. Derp. Without killing the Ashlands boss, I don't know what the next possibilities are, but currently the only thing I've seen in weeks is Brenna raids me on occasion, and then Ashlands raids. There's 2 different ones where I get attacked by Ashlands monsters, and then I got a skeleton surprise the other day. I have not had a troll raid against me in months. We've been kind of slow playing at this point. Like, we killed the queen weeks ago at this point. We killed the plains guy weeks before that. We killed Modder and all of the others a long time ago at this point. I don't even know how long ago. It's been a long time. Let me plop this out so that I can see. So this is going to be me keeping my sort of basement walkway going. Oh, I'm not in range of a stone table, so let's pop one here for now. Because I am mostly building, and me and the one guy left on the server are not, we're not in a huge hurry to go beat the Ashlands boss. Like, we want to, but we're just not in a super big hurry. I'm really enjoying building. So I don't know when we will go do that, but I might turn raid events down just so that I don't have to deal with the annoyance, because it's mostly a nuisance. Like, I'm in the middle of building, I'm using stamina food. It's not, the game is not really, raids are not really a competition for me anymore at this point. They are an easy thing to handle. They're just tedious now because I've got strong gear. I can kill all these dudes. I can, you know, eat the appropriate food. This, and then we're gonna do the half wall pieces. So this is my first time doing this with walls. Usually when I do stone to something else and I'm making a change between stone and some other item or some other build material, usually I would build like flooring directly on top of the stone. And so this is my first time doing it this way, where I am making a wooden wall on top of both sides of the stone. And I think it's actually looking really good the way that I'm doing it now. Because it's like, it's making it feel like the depth is necessary. And it definitely feels more solid, I guess, in a way. Oh, my stream elements thing was supposed to not do it that way. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, so I'm basically, for this whole district, I came up with a concept for like what I wanted to do these buildings with when I built the first one. And now it's just a matter of kind of following the script on that and keeping the build virtually the same on all of them, with sometimes some unique features. Like the bakery, I added a chimney. And then for the tavern, because it has a true large second floor, the tavern has a little bit more erratic roof because it's got to have space for all the extra walkways and whatnot in there, which is why it's got the weird staggered roof thing going for it and all that. So I did also think, because I've got that grand, I don't know what to call it, that grand centerpiece over there, I'm going to put the church directly on the hillside above it. I've also got a troll cave over there. And so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to dress up the space around the troll cave. I might end up having to find another mod to see if I can get something that lets me build inside of instances, because I would like to make that a tomb. And so I want to build it up to look like a tomb so that when you go inside, it's like you're going down into the depths of a tomb. And so I might find a mod that lets me build inside the instance that is that troll cave. And then if I want to get crazy with it, I might need to find a mod that lets me have like coffins or something, because I don't think that the material I have to build with right now, I could come up with convincing coffins. I could create like some regular box coffins, but it would be kind of limited because, you know, the 1 meter block is as small as it gets. It'd be kind of awkward, but if I could get something that is a coffin all onto its own. This I need to change for this to have a back door. Let me do this. We're gonna do a short one. And then this. So because I need to change this, we're gonna do a tall peak. This one, tall peak for the roof here. Yeah, I think what actually I'm gonna do here is, so because I've got that comfy mod that lets me rotate things in other special directions, if I latch onto this corner and then hold shift, I can actually bend this in a downward shape like that. So it's still, you know, has a bit of a slope to it. I think that's good. Well, it's either that or do one of these. I don't know. I think I'll just do it this way. I think that's the better way to do it. And then let's do you. Have you snap to the top. Bump, bump. Yes, like that. And then we will do one of you, reset you. And also have you snap to the top. Whee! And then, oh. Nope. To change that. Let's do this one. Yeah, we'll do it like that. That'll make more sense overall. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Well, let's do this. Let's hide these with angles. Oh, let's do one of these. go. Now let's do that angle. So one thing I've figured out is that I don't need as much space upstairs to make this look like a living quarters as it, you know, as is available up here. And if I don't shorten the living quarters space up here, if I don't make it smaller than what's available, it looks really weird when I have it be, you know, relatively empty up here, because all I'm usually putting is a bed and a table and a chair, you know, as if that's all they really need up here. So usually what I'm doing is I fill the floor out all the way so it's got structure, and then I usually put a wall up to shorten the total space of the room. Oh, this one. Like that. And then for over here, I'll do the same, except I will do it from here. So if I want to hide that, one thing I could do is just core wood. Core wood right on top. It'll look like support structure. And, you know, obviously it's an unnecessary structural piece, but it's hiding that gap between the wall and the ceiling and filling in the blanks. There we go. This doesn't look right. I want to do something different here. I think what I'll do is make a taller piece right here and use proper angles to make it do what I want. We'll use a tall peak ridge on this part. No, we'll do shallow. We do shallow like this. Yeah, if I do shallow like that, but have it up here further, then this will end up being slightly raised. Shallow here. Oh no, don't fall down. You're fine, you're fine. This is fine. No, this is fine. You're fine. Alright, you head to bed. Have fun sleeping. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I will attempt to stay awesome. I'll do my best. I appreciate you coming and hanging out though. Hope you liked all the things you saw. If you ever want to see any more of the stuff, I'm slowly but surely getting it all up on YouTube. So you can actually see like a time capsule where the base was. Right now, my current video that I just put up is probably from like 5 weeks ago. So it'll let you see where all this started not too long ago. Want this, or do I think I want this. All right, you have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I think we'll put basement stairs here. Make actual basement stairs. Come on. There we go. Lined up and lined up. All right, pop that one out. All right. Let me do some stairs. Do some stairs there. Oh, let me do another set of stairs, another set of stairs. There we go. All right, and then let's turn this set of stairs here. Oh, I need to go make sure that the tri-tip is defrosted and then put it in the fridge to stay chill. And get this more of a safe space. There we go. We'll go like this. Come on, go down. Actually, I want to save on some stone, not use a bunch if I don't have to. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna. Oh, too many. Back there, and then back there, and rotate this one back there. And then we'll do singles on top there. Let's just do cover pieces here like this. Oh, and then there we go. Yeah, that's a whole lot of stairs for a basement type space coming off of there. But that's okay. Well, I guess if I don't turn it at an angle, I could have it come off from here. Yeah, that makes much more sense, honestly. Oh, missed. Do that one and do one more there. Let me kill all these guys and then I'll go deal with the tri-tip, making sure it's defrosted and put it in the fridge. Finish this roof when I come back. Oh, hello, root. I'll eventually also build a wall surrounding this section too, eventually. So I think one thing I want to do is I think I want to do a piece arching off here. And then, do I want it that high? No, let's do one lower. I want to test this. An idea that I had, because all of my buildings so far are they're branching off like that for the signs, and I wanted to make sure that the signs are visible. And so this was a theory I had for how to place it. Da, 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 da. White is F's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty sure. Kitchen. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think of another name for the tailor shop. Stitchin' is all I could think of right now. Yeah, I want the signs to be visible from walking down here. That might stick out too far. I don't think I can get it to stick out half a block distance and have it make sense. So if I did just a regular wood, I guess that's the same color. It's just it doesn't have the same thickness to it. So what if actually I start it like that, and then I did it like this. Yeah, using the special rotate. It's that one in there the way that I want it. Alright, let's do it now. Reset, and then plop it there. Oh, you know what I didn't think of is if I want to do... I don't think I want to do the same walkway style for the lighting. But I'm going to do something. Maybe off the wall. I'll do something like this. Go up 4 and go 1 over 2 over 3, and then rotate this, have it like that. What if we did that? Does that look right? I might just end up doing the same arches. I'm gonna leave that there to look at it again later, but I might just end up doing the same arches, but I'm gonna build the buildings first so that I can ensure that I get the arches in a good spot. All right, I need to step away for just a minute. Let me Let my wood farm operate. Well, wood and stone. I've got this character that just sits at my Greydor farm.
Do it again. Be careful with
All right. So this character just sits here. There. All right. I will be back in just a few minutes. I've returned. Alright, we'll see if we can't get the tailoring shop completed. Although I might not be on much longer. We might have a visitor coming over, but also it is almost 4, so I'll have to start dinner before long. Got a tri-tip. Not huge. And I've got potatoes I could do as an option. Alright. So tailoring shop, I need to go back to my base to make a bunch of different linen cloaks of different colors. Let me ditch stuff here that I don't need to have here. Stones, I don't need here. I don't the wood here. I could leave the resin behind. Could leave all that here for now. This artisan table I can move up the hill further. Oh. So there was a copper node here that I ripped apart with a battering ram. Pretty cool. What?
I can't. That's okay.
Oh, Addison, come back. Hey, if you want to play with them, you gotta listen. Honey, you realize that if you don't play with them and do it the right way, then they don't want to play with you. You understand? Hey, this isn't something to be grumpy about. That's just the way that it is. If you don't want to play the game the right way, then they're not going to want to play. Okay? Hey, you don't need to be grumpy. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Okay. That's you just now. Okay. Sounds ridiculous. Sounds like a 5-year-old. Oh, wait. She is. Hey, Olivia. I think your sister got sad because she got frustrated because of the not listening. Do you maybe want to go say, I'm sorry I couldn't figure it out? Yeah, but it would make her feel better and then she'd come back to play again. You know? Well, she got mad at you. She doesn't have to say sorry for getting upset. That's not how getting upset works. The person who gets upset doesn't have to say sorry for being upset. You weren't being kind with the way that you were working with her. She was trying to help you on how to play the game, right? Okay, so maybe you should say sorry to her for not being a kind listener. Right? What do you think? No? One. Oh, so many colors. 2. Actually, let's do this. Let's craft a bunch. Hey, Addie Bear. Come here. Let's play something else by yourself. It's totally fine to take a break from people. Need to do more linen. Plant more flax. Olivia, you didn't close the door, sweetie. Oh, now she's mad. All right. Oh, my children. Alright. So, how big did I make this walkway over here? 2 or 3 wide? I think it's just 2 wide. Yep, 2 wide. So one other thing I want to do is make a walkway over here also. But I want to base it off of this block. Oh. Let's try it like that. There we go. Okay. So we'll get that one going like that. I think that tree will have to go away. Oh, you know what? Actually, instead of off of that, let's do it this way. So that it matches more. Hey, let's not be crazy, okay? Okay, so I want to be able to do these blocks. So let's do this like this. Break that one, and we'll put this here. Do that, and then we will do that like that. Plopped up. Gonna be double wide. Put this here. That one there. There we go. Alright, and then trying to think a good way out over here. Uh oh, it's gonna tight here, so let's actually rotate this this way. We'll have that connect here. Will I have this? I think I should have this connect up here like that. Oh, that was almost it. There we go. So if I go like this, have this one pop out like this. Oop, too much twist. If I have this one pop out here, I could have stairs go down the side, this. Could have stairs meet down here like this. But I could also have a set of stairs go this way.
Yeah, girl. Go, go, go.
There we go. Yeah. Actually, I guess I would want it to go at an angle. Oh, and then that's almost right. I actually base it on this corner. Have that rotate first. Boop. Boop. There we go. Oh, actually, that's like level, isn't it? Oh, wow. I didn't realize how high up this was. So, this'll actually, I'll want to make it a double wide. Hey, stop yelling, please. I mean, at least they're yelling out of kindness now, right? I just missed the corner that I wanted. There we go. I think we'll go like that. No, actually, let's save that. We'll go like this. Knock those down. Might have to change that wall height a little bit or add to it. Or we'll just go like this. There we go. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we won't go up until we're over here, I think. This is not what I'm supposed to be working on. Oh, actually, let me do it this way. Do that one. We're gonna do this. Come on. There we go. Go to that corner. Boom. There we go. And then we will... Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's use this one. Save some stone. Go like that. Like that. And then we'll turn... Oh. Almost there, I guess. Guess that's probably the better way if I go in from this angle. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 boom. Ba, 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 boom. Alright, so I think we'll have it like this, and then we will have this be a landing like this. Like that. I'll have it come up to that. Come on. There we go. Nope. No stone maker over here. I'm wondering if I shouldn't, if I can have a, something with the ivy here. Let me try this. Oh. There. If we do it like that. There we go. Alright. Now, do this. Let's do raising this. I think that works. Let me actually let this block be full here. Okay, now I'm curious if this will work. Do rotation like this. I think that this actually works. Put a dead one here, and we'll put a big bush here. And we'll put a little bush here. Yeah, that actually works, I think. That's funny. That makes me curious if I should make a walkway underneath there or not, but I think this is fine for now. Maybe. Here, let's do this. Oh. Pebble. This is actually gonna work. Cool. Got another avenue for getting across town if I need to. Let's do this stone cutter in the ground here too, the way that I had that one. Let's make a walkway here. There we go. I hope this isn't showing through on the other side. Then let's get wall. Oop. La, 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 ba, bum. Well, guess we'll make it like this, so that it all fits. Mm. Let's see. Do raise. Uh, yeah. Not sure how I want to handle this intersection. Guess like this? Hmm. Maybe I don't follow that curve at all. Maybe I just go straight with it. I think that's good. And then we can plop some grass up here. Let's see if we can't make a little bit more of this show. Good. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You know what? Let's try this. Instead of that, let's try just stone stairs down right there. There we go. That'll do. There we go. And then stone pathway. And then we'll do a tree here. Like that. And a bush. Oh, let's see some thistles off of it, huh? Yeah. And a little mushroom. Let's do that across there. Oh, okay. I think that that's doing what I want it to do pretty well. I think we'll have it come down here on this edge. Like this. Boink, boink. Boink, boink. We'll have those tucked in like this. Oh, food. And we'll build. Oh, reset. That point, auto. Yeah, baby. That's what's up. Alright. Raise this dirt on this side. Oh. Alright, and then let's grassify it. Okay, let's make sure that it's grassy on the other side. Oh, get rid of that and put... Oh. Something over here did not like the alteration in the terrain all of a sudden. Okay. This is fine. That's fine. Let's put a tree here. I don't think I can grow a full one. I think there's too much stuff around. I wish I could... That's fine. Do a small one here. Small one here. And we will do some thistles. Do mushrooms. Stones. Twigs. Do a bush, and a big bush, another small bush. Must say that is looking pretty good. Alright. Do this walkway like this. Let's sort out an angle. Yeah, we'll just have it come in at an angle like that. I think that'll be fine. And then we will plop that on there. Plop that on there. And then Come on. Angle there. Perfect. And then we'll close the gap. Wonderful. We made an intersection. I think I like my full arched walkway. I think, or the lighting. I think I'll end up doing that around this area, walking back. Let's see if we can't get this finished. Okay. First, let's double check if the roof is done. What did I do with the roof? And I did not finish it. I was working on it. Get out of here, bear. Okay. Let's see. For this, I think we want to go... let's see. If I go one down this way, one down this way, down this way, and loop around stairs like that. All right. Go like this and like this. That's going to be the stairs to get up here. And now we need a door. Go like that. And oh, you know what? We could pop a window here. Since I've got to have a bit of an opening anyways. There we go. Oh, no inventory room. Oh, interesting. Okay. Because I've got all the different colored linen cloaks there. I think we will just take this here, this, so that it's centered over the door, and make this like this. And we'll just go down like that. And we'll just have this one meet with that one, and we'll have that one overhang a little bit more. That's fine. For the sake of a window, we will do that here. I'm gonna pull those back and switch them. Oh, switch them to there. And then we will do bottoms, bottom attachments. There we go. And then we'll do an underneath one for this. Like that. And then walkway. Oh, I hear children being loud. Okay, let me go sleep before I get a million dudes after me. Hey, in or out and close the door, please. Oh, my children. Delete that. That. Need to go back to my Stream Elements dashboard and fix the thing. Not that. Alright, switch. Yeah, I'm really digging what I did over here. Oh, you know what? I could put a bench over there. I don't need to go get the material. I could just plop it. There we go. Kitchen. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, let me finish this off. So, this we're actually going to finish with one of these and one of these. That should be good. Right, and then, over here. Yep, we're just going to do it. Bottom one. Bottom one. We will do a core wood runner across that. Like that. And a vertical core wood like that. Yep. And then, so we'll go like this, except I want to come half a block in because it helps you cut the corner when you're coming upstairs. Oh, missed. Alright. Do the railing like that. Alright, and then furniture wise, we will give them a bed and it won't be anything fancy. It'll be right here. And we will give them a table. You'll give them a Lux rug for the to be on. Like that. An extra one for over here. And a chair on each side. And then build wise, I'm gonna try something here. We'll see how it goes. I might stick with it. I might redo it. We'll see. Bum, bum. So that'll look fine like that. Alright, so we've got some core wood in here, blocking that viewpoint, and then we need to finish this off on the back side. Let's do this. And we'll do a cross, another side beam. That. We will fill the gap. You know what? That is not that bad looking. If I do this, plop a piece on top of it. I think that hides it well enough, honestly, right? That's not bad. Alright, we will do one in the center. And then we will do the edges. Oh man. Yep, those are actually working out way better than I thought they did initially. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's barely above the line. Okay. Put you in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, let me go back in here real quick. Tweak the window interior. Oh, let me do this before I forget. Pop you here. I want it to look like you're using this window. So, you're in the chair, you should be here. And that'll make it so it looks like you're using the spindle. And then if I use stool, no, can't use a stool because I need to put the linen on it. I need an item frame for that. So let's use this building material like that. Then let's put a regular craft bench in here real quick just so that I can repair on it. Alright, we're gonna do item frames. Need raw linen for those. Alright, and then want to do a tabletop, like right here in the middle. Let's start from this. Oh, actually, we're gonna do it out of ashwood bits so that the linen pieces stand out more on them. Item armor stand. Oh, you know what? These are not gonna quite do what I'm thinking because colors might be lost on these. They're gonna all come out red. Oh, let's not do a white one. Let's do a black one over there. green one here. And do a red one here. Okay, let's run this over. Like that. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. And then let's do this as the base of it. Do this as the sides. Yeah, some ashwood pieces like that. And so the other thing I want to make is rag pieces to put on top of there. And then we need locks on the ground. Not sure what else I could put up that would, you know, emphasize her as a seamstress. Rapes? No. I think I'll just have to make some cloth materials. Lighting, we will do the usual. Need something on the wall, I think. Let's try this. Let's try putting a linen rug on the wall. And then, no, Azkaban is hide. I don't have any red linen. She sells banners. That would make sense, right? Various materials. Yeah. I think that makes sense. I don't think I'm going to get this entirely completed today because people are almost here. Plop that one. We'll undo that one and we will do another these like oh, I have more linen cloths, but it looks like I can only place them as red though, which is problematic at best. What about item frames? If I do some item frames I can probably place other than red colors. Let's do a yellow. Yep, those are folded. Let's do a white. No, I don't want them to be shiny. I can't do a color other than red for these. You know what? I'm gonna just let them glisten. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Do crafting bench here. Can I rag tunic? 1, 2. Trousers. 1, 2. Is that it? That's really all the rag pieces there are. Okay, rag trousers. Rag tunic. Linen cloth. Let's build another little stand here. We will do we're gonna go that tall. That deep. And go that wide. There we go. And then we will plop a few more pieces like that. Oh, this way. Why is this being crazy? Oh, you know what? Let me do another set of rag stuff. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. There we go. And 1, 2. Okay. And then let's do 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you there, and you, and you, and you. All right, and then I need linen bolts from here. Let's just get 3 made. Oh. That is... okay. I mean, I would like it to sit sideways, but that's alright. sticking through the table. Let's try like this. That's disappointing. I don't have a way to make... Okay. That's really disappointing. Need another torch. Alright, and that really almost completes us here. Yeah, I gotta hop off because I gotta go make dinner and all of that stuff. But I think what I'll do next time is fine-tune what is needed from this build. I think there's another piece of core wood that I need to run. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it right now before I forget. There we go. Run that like that. And then on the exterior, we can do... Well, let's plop a forge up here. And then we're going to do a wall sconce for lighting right here. And I think another one... Oh, is that too close? Let's see. We do core wood here and here, here and here, and then we also were running core wood along the top, just above the stone. That is slightly too short that way. Let's do that, and then we'll do here, here. Do one there. And then we'll run another one. Yeah. Wow, I didn't one-shot that one. That's crazy. There we go. Those are all sorted, and then let's go ahead and add here. Actually, let's do it like that. I didn't end up with any overhang on this roof though, so I might need to do that. Okay. Tailoring shop complete. So what I'm going to do is run back to the base. And then I am going to run my camera and get offline. And yeah. go start with the dinner stuff. So, anybody hanging out, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. If you think I'm, well, one, I guess you could tell me if you think I'm crazy. But let me know thoughts and ideas if you have any, or things I could do or add to the build. All right. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out of here. I will see you. This week's going to be weird, but I will